Well, hello, and welcome back to Idle Kingdom Defense. So today, 17 2 set. Whoa. 2133. So, I realized something. We can kind of see how the health is going. And so, yeah, this is already 10 times the health. So, the last stage we effectively did. Usually, the stages on my old King's Rune were about. I would say 120 trillion on the top end, to 100 trillion on the low end, I want to say, and now we're basically at 10 times that if you add both of them together. This is about 1.2 quadrillion now, so. And this is, you're going to start seeing why I didn't push sooner. And so, for example, in King's Rune today, the last stage, we were looking at about 60 trillion, which is about 5 times. So, did I make that much progress? Well, we'll find out tomorrow. So yeah, King's Rune is going to sadly become a slog again very soon. But that said, we are in total war and it has been swept. The expedition needs to be swept, so we will do that real quick. But it's good to see that I was pretty close to being right because, like I said it doubled about every 1,000 levels. And we're probably pretty close to that so far, which means, we have 4,000 levels to go. That'd be 16 times. So we're looking at 160 quadrillion damage for stages. Ew, I don't like that. That's a lot of damage. Well, we'll see. I mean, shoot, the dragon isn't even up to a quadrillion. Now, of course, the reason I didn't beat this dragon is entirely because I can't get my heroes to pick this dragon up. He just walks through and starts beating on the castle, and I'm like, oh, thank you, thank you, Mr. Dragon, for hitting my castle, and thank you, warriors, for not picking him up. As soon as he gets tanked, he's going down, because 1 quadrillion health, even with everything else going on, it really isn't that much. Again, you just have to keep him off your castle, and I really didn't feel like trying to, do I need to switch to ultra wide or do something? I didn't want to do all that. Just to try and catch a dragon by his toe. But if he hollers, we will not be letting him go, that's for sure. So that's the end of the dragon. And of course, Hero Seal Day, so we did our 25 sweeps. The Archer Store, that has been purchased. The Astrology, I didn't do this. I mean, I did most of it. I didn't do this. And, an extra skip. I actually haven't been using too many rune skips so far. So far, King's Rune has been fairly reasonable. Knock on wood, and I'm going to regret that statement tomorrow. And finally, we're going to purchase some heroes. But all that said, how are you doing today? I do hope everything is going well for you. Obviously, I know a lot of people have been waiting for this, so hopefully you are enjoying seeing me finally push again. I know it has been a while, and it won't last forever. I think we're already. I will say this has exceeded my expectations, getting up to 20k already. However, I am sure we will get to Slogland sooner rather than later. Like I said, the last stage already had 10 times the health, so that means at a 20-second stage at 10 times the health, all things being equal, we're looking at about a 200-second clear time, about 3 minutes. That would put us a little over 3 minutes, but we're round to 3 minutes. Just give me that, okay? At 3 minutes, we're looking at 20 stages an hour. In 24 hours a day, we're looking at 500 stages an hour going forward. So, yeah, it's going to slow down, but that's fine. It's about the journey. And speaking of that journey, let's take a look at Marian. And yes, you guessed it, she did hit 56 million. Obviously, this, if you've been following the channel, you knew that was kind of a given. That was going to happen. Just based on just how everything was going with between two things. Number one was I had to spend so much material to upgrade things before making a video. So that was your first clue. And second, like, we ended up at like 55.9 the other day, so that was your second clue. And defense penetration. Useless. Say it with me. Useless. And crit damage on the orb. That is actually very nice. And we will be working the orb up today. Well, we'll switch back and forth, but right now we're going to do the orb. And again, we're going to stop exactly at 12, 18, just because we want to have things promoted. With how much awakening material, it's really cramping my inventory, so I need to try and make sure I promote as soon as possible for two reasons. Number one, it frees up more inventory space, which is actually needed. I never thought I'd say this, but... and two, it gives me the most to use tomorrow if I promote as soon as possible. It gives me the best chance of using as much as possible tomorrow and making better decisions. Will I make the best decisions? Nobody knows. Alright, let's go ahead and awaken this. Oops, I guess I gotta just hit auto select. And ignore defense penetration, my favorite, because that stat doesn't even work. So, flipping back to the ring. Oh, we're already into the orbs. Yeah, there's not going to be too much left. I think we started with 66 yesterday. And I don't know how we ended up today because, of course, they just sweep until we're full. And I think we will get to, hopefully, 12:21 is what I'm trying to say, but saying poorly. Oh, it's going to be close. So, can we dismantle enough to awaken it? Okay, we only need to dismantle 6 things. So, let's take a look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just enough. Just enough. Okay. Okay, and we are actually... Let's see, and... defense penetration. Yay. And we'll eat these last 2 items up. So, we did actually take it down. It was at... 66 today, it's down to 59, so not that I want to run out of awakening material, but I do want to trend this down a little bit. So, how did Marian end up? She is almost at 160,000 crit damage, 56.21 million attack, and, of course, as comparison to Christian, we can't not compare. He has 27 million, just barely, and 91,635 crit, so he still hits pretty hard, but not nearly as hard as she does. So all that, and we have one thing left to do, which is, you guessed it, we're going to level up Sophia. And yes, we already over time, but that's fine. So Sophia, how many levels will you get today? 13,135. So she got 65? Yes, you can really see how once you get, basically once you get over 12k, it really slows down. And of course the final thing is leveling up that castle. And I'm going to go with 16,351. And survey says 16,358. Close, but no cigar. And yes, if you look at my skips, I'm at 1798, so I really haven't been burning too many just yet. But, that said, once again, as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. If you have any questions, feel free to say something in the comments. I do always look forward to your questions. And as always, thank you again, and I hope you have a great day.